What is up, everybody? Welcome back to day number 19 of our NBA 2K March Madness 1v1 tournament. So I'm so sorry about yesterday's video. The footage got lost, but I ended up finding it, so it should be posted right before this. So sorry about that. But to start us off today, we have number 8 Kawhi Leonard taking on number 25 Brandon Ingram. So let's see if Brandon Ingram will be able to keep up with Kawhi Leonard, who's having possibly his best season of his career, even though he had so many leaks and rumors started over the summer. Kawhi turns around and he misses the mid-range there. So let's see. Brandon Ingram has it now. And he's going in and getting the one-hand slam to start us off here in terms of scoring. So yeah, Kawhi, he had a lot of scandals this summer, it seems, but you know, he's definitely recovered from that. It isn't being brought up as much, but I assume his contract will get suspended, or will get deleted, exploited after this season. So Brandon Ingram's going right in again and getting the two-hander, and you know that's hard because Kawhi is a really good defender. So good start for BI. BI is also having an all-star level season, though. I mean, you know, I was always a big Brandon Ingram guy. I thought he was really good for New Orleans. I don't think he was getting enough recognition for what he was doing, always being a 20-point-per-game scorer. And then he goes to Toronto. People kind of forgot about that trade because he was injured during the trade. He didn't play much of last season. But when he came back this season, he's been the Raptors' second-best player on a team that is possibly going to make the playoffs, and Brandon Ingram gets the one-hander there. So, you know, definitely a good season for BI. They're like borderline playoffs, and he's been their second best player easily, if not their best. I mean, he's been right up there with Scotty Barnes this season, and we have a 3-3 start to this game. But remember, Kawhi started with ball, and Brandon Ingram now has the ball, even though the score's tied up. And Brandon Ingram goes right in and floats it off the glass. Okay. So actual March Madness started today, and it's been incredible, man. You know, we already had few upsets, basically just one. It was High Point over Wisconsin, but you know, there's a few games going on right now. You know, UNC's kind of cooking VCU at halftime. But anyways, Brandon Ingram steps back, pump fakes a few times, turns around, and he misses just barely. It rims out. Kawhi has the board. He could retake his first lead of the whole game. I don't know why I said retake. I think this would be his first lead of the whole game. So Kawhi turns around, pump fakes once, and goes up with it, and he gets it to take his first lead of the game. So now it's 5-4 Kawhi Leonard's lead here. So my bracket's not fully cooked yet. It almost was, because Duke almost lost to Siena, and Vanderbilt almost lost to McNeese, even though I have both of those teams in my Final Four, so that would have been cooked. But luckily they both survived, and they're moving on. Brandon Ingram, tough shot. It rims in, all right. Staying alive here. So yeah, we're staying alive in March Madness also, but, you know, just barely, just barely. I mean, not the best day one, but Kawhi misses it, it hits the rim, and now Brandon Ingram has a chance to retake his lead that he once had, and he goes up with the one-hander there. All right. So there's 4 games on right now. None of them are too interesting. I mean, and, you know, we're only 10 minutes into this Michigan-Howard game, and it's already a 6-point game. It's 26-20 Michigan, so Kawhi turns around, and it rims out, but he gets his own board and puts it right back up. Okay. Interesting. Brandon Ingram trying to make a move on Kawhi. Turns it back to him. Nowhere to go. Kawhi is using his strength there to bully him. Yo, Brandon Ingram was not getting anywhere. He has nowhere to go. Yeah, I don't know. Just try and make a move at this point, honestly. This is not going to do it, man. BI pump fakes a few times. Tries to hit the mid-range, it's off. Kawhi has support here. Kawhi goes right in, pop step there, gets the layup. All right. We had a huge upset yesterday in this tournament. We had Jokic going down to LaMelo Ball here, so that's crazy. Seems like we're having a pretty good game here, brewing up, and Kawhi turns around and misses the mid-range. Bro, these guys are not shooting very well, to say the least. But Brandon Ingram. Also, Cade, this is really sad news. And also, I mean, obviously, I don't want to wish this upon anyone. Cade Cunningham is probably out for the whole season. Assuming that the Pistons make the playoffs, he might not even play for the first few rounds. And that's assuming they even make it out of one round without him, which I doubt they do. So this just ruined the Pistons season. Celtics are probably going to get the 1 seed, and Brandon Ingram has to shoot the ball here, and he goes up with it and he misses. Kind of like how I included that. That's funny, but Kawhi gets right inside and slams it down with one hand. So, yeah. This is going to help the Celtics, obviously, and everyone else in the East's chance of winning it all. But poor Cade, man. He's having an MVP level season, and then he has a lung failure. So now he's going to miss the rest of the season, which means he is not available for any regular season awards. And his team is going to get cooked by whoever they play, I assume, because without him. I mean, like, maybe if they play, like, the Raptors, it's not over. And Kawhi turns... Bro, these guys gotta stop taking these mid-ranges, because neither of them can make it. And these are two guys who are really good at the midi, which is why I'm surprised that both of these guys are bricking. I think that's why they're taking so many. Their tendencies... Oh my god, that spin was nasty, but their tendencies must be pretty high, and Brandon Ingram has a 9-8 lead here. So, yeah. I mean, that sucks for Cade, obviously. No one wants... You never want to see that happen, an injury like that. And Kawhi's on fire right now. He just made that tough shot. Both players are kind of cooking. Brandon Ingram hitting some tough dribbles on him. Ooh, it's tough. The eye. Let's see what we got. Alright, pump faking a few times, spins around a few times, and then he will get it to fall. Bro, I'm so serious. Because March Madness is on today, and it feels like just like a fun day. Bro, I swear it feels like a Friday, which is why I'm so mad that it's not Friday. Anyways, Kawhi makes the mid-range, because like I just really want it to be Friday, because this week's been long, and I'm really tired. So I just wish it was Friday, obviously, but here we are, it's only Thursday, and, I got a quiz tomorrow, so I'm, whatever. It's whatever, man. We just gotta make it through tomorrow, and then we're good. Brandon Ingram mid-range is off. Bro, these guys gotta stop shooting these mid-ranges, because it's not working. Kawhi. Nowhere to go, turns in, and gets it. I kind of don't like the 40-second shot clock, honestly. I wish it was shorter than 40. I kind of think it should be like 30. Kind of like college, honestly. Brandon Ingram gets it to go. Yeah, I don't really like the 40-second shot clock. I think it's a little weird. But Kawhi gets a 2-minute slam. So yeah, again, like the reason why I did this tournament, and I think it's going to be really fun at the end, is because everyone wants to know who the best 1v1 player in the NBA is. Like, people have always wondered this. Is that guy's hand going through that other guy's body? Anyways, Brandon Ingram gets right in and gets the layup. Ooh, that was tough. The underhand there. So, people have always wanted a 1v1 tournament in the All-Star game, and, I think that'd be awesome, too. But Kawhi dunks it in. Kind of a standing dunk there. I don't even know if that was a dunk. I think it was, but... So I decided to do this, and I also just thought, I did some March Madness thing last year. It was first to score the basket wins the game, and that ended up being crazy. It was like Jazz versus Spurs, and the Spurs were terrible last year. In the finals, it was crazy. So, Brandon Ingram goes up with it, and he makes it. So, I wanted to do another March Madness style thing for tournament this year, and so I was like, what can I do? That'd be fun. And I was like, I'll just do a 1v1 tournament. I kind of came up with this literally, like, February 28th, and, created the bracket, and here we are now. And Kawhi will make the basket to go 14-13. Neither player letting down here, and Brandon Ingram gets the one-hander there. I'm not sure we'll ever see a shift in energy in this game, honestly. So, why now? Also, yes, I just called him Y. I don't know. I feel like I don't like it as much, but I've called him that before, so I don't know. I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't like it as much. So, Brandon Ingram, tough shot there. Oh my god, I absolutely thought he was about to airball that. Oh my, that would have been mad funny if he just airballed that. I thought he was about to. Anyways, Kawhi pump fakes once and goes right up with it. Alright. This could be a long game here. I think it's brewing up to be something like that. Kind of already has been. 16-15, that's pretty high scoring. So Brandon Ingram pulls up from the mid-range and he misses. Kawhi has the rebound here. Kawhi gets right into the rack and dunks it down here. Alright, fire. Oh wait, that ended it! Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention. I was not even paying attention to the score. I didn't realize that Brandon Ingram had to miss 2 straight baskets. So yeah, that's it for the game. Kawhi Leonard wins 17-15. I'll go take the stats of this game, and then we'll be back for our second matchup of the day. I did not even know that was the end of the game. I was not expecting that. I was just like, oh, Kawhi dunks it down. Wait, that's the end of the game? So anyways, I'll go take the stats, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so for our second matchup, we have number 11, Kevin Durant, taking on number 22, Norman Powell. Let's see what Norman Powell can do against one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, also known as one of my least favorite players in NBA history, Kevin Durant here. But Kevin Durant's going in early, and he will get the mid-range there. I'm not sure Norman Powell will be able to hold on here, but Powell's having a great season, you know. I'm not sure it was any better than last season. I think the efficiency has definitely gone up, and he's proven that he can be like an all-star level player for 2 straight seasons. And I think the scoring overall has gone up too for a Miami team that's borderline playoffs, so we'll see. Kevin Durant goes right inside, yeah. KD's like 7 feet. I know he's listed at like 6'10 or 6'11, but it's such a lie. Kevin Durant just wants to say his height is that size because he wants to play small forward, power forward. Or power forward, small forward, whatever you want to go with as. And that dunk was nasty. So he says he's like 6'10, 6'11. But, I mean, I've seen photos of him next to 7-footers like AD, and, like, I actually don't know if AD's 7 feet. I don't think so. But against some other 7-footers, I forget who, but it's a few of them. And he looks taller, if not, like, just as tall or if not taller than them, so I think he's definitely a little bit of a lie there. So KD's up 3-2 in this matchup. Andy is ball. I'm not sure how Norman Powell's going to be able to recover from this if KD makes this basket here. And pump fakes the mid-range, and he goes up with it. Yeah, he's up 4-2. So Norman Powell might want to try and take a 2-pointer here. I'm not sure what his goal is here. He probably won't. I think he'll be okay if he doesn't. But it just might help. He spins around. And he should have at least another possession in this game, even after this one, so I guess. But Powell just dribbling it out. About 10 seconds left on the shot clock now. Finally making his final move, but he has to send it back out. I'm not sure what he's doing here. He might take a 3-pointer here. Doesn't have a lot of time. He's going to have to resort to a tough shot, that leaning mid-range, and it's off. KD has the board. Oh, this is rough for Norman Powell. Sorry, buddy. You gave it your go, but now you're going against one of the best players in NBA history. KD turns around, and the mid-range bounces in. All right. 5-2 Kevin Durant lead here. So, you know who he is, but Powell is GG's, bro. It's raps, I think, for you, bud. I'm sorry. You had a good run, but you won one game, but he goes in and he gets it. All right, Durant moves right in and gets the dunk to end it. 6-3 is the final score for this game. I'll go take the stats for this game, give you today's final stats, and then tomorrow's matchups. Okay, so our final stats for the day, we had 2 games. Our first one was Kawhi Leonard versus Brandon Ingram. Kawhi had 17 points, 6 boards, 0 steals, 0 blocks. He shot 17 for 22 from the field, and he won 17-15. And then Brandon Ingram had 15 points, 4 boards, 0 steals, 0 blocks. He shot 15 for 20 from the field, and he lost 15-17. And then Kevin Durant versus Norman Powell. I was trying to say KD and Kevin Durant at the same time, so KD had 6 points, 2 boards, 0 steals, 0 blocks. He shot 6 for 6 from the field, and he won 6-3. And then Norman Powell had 3 points, 0 boards, 0 steals, 0 blocks. He shot 3 for 5 from the field, and he lost 3-6. Our 2 matchups for tomorrow, we have, sadly, number 12, Cade Cunningham, taking on number 44, Bam Adebayo. Sadly, because I just don't want to see him play. I just can't, man. It's just so sad. I feel bad for him. And then number 13, Jamal Murray, taking on number 45, DeMar DeRozan. 2 very good matchups, especially DeMar coming off of his huge upset over Victor Wembanyama. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because we're posting all 31 days of March, except for yesterday. Sorry about that, but, yeah. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far, because it's been a lot of work, but it's also been a ton of fun. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.